Joey Buttafuoco's on the phone. Joey.
Hey, man.
Hey, so you're out of the slammer.
That sucks, too. It's good that I'm out and I'm home, but that sucks.
I thought that wife that you had was pretty hot.
She
is
beautiful.
She is. Thank you. Vanka's beautiful. Yes, she is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually seeing pictures of her. She was hot, but then she dumped your ass when you were in jail, which...
How
that
did
hurts.
that happen?
That hurts.
Well, no. She didn't dump my ass while I was in jail. She waited till I got out.
Yeah.
You mean you thought you had a marriage right up until the day you got out?
Yeah, actually, she's a great girl. She really is, and it's just like, I guess she just told me she needed a change, but she wished
she needed a change.
What kind of change?
What kind of shit she got a real man like you? And
real man, yeah, just got out of the slammer.
Do you think she ever gets afraid that, like, Amy Fisher will go berserk again and shoot her in the face?
I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen, but...
Not unless you order it.
Who was that, Artie?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was still on the show.
That was Benji. Well, you don't get it in you don't get it in the joint?
No, we don't get it in the joint.
Joey, by the way, was most recently in prison because he had a few bullet casings in his house. And as a guy on parole, he's not allowed to have bullet casings in his house. And I guess the cops somehow ended up at his house and found Why were the cops at your house anyway?
First of all, I've never been on parole.
Oh, what are you on?
I was on probation.
Probation, okay. There you
I had
go.
a 5-year run on probation. So after a year, every month, probation department would come to the ranch and they just do a probation check, make sure your life is on track and everything is right, and make sure you're not doing whatever it is you're not supposed to do. And honestly, I hadn't left my home in a year. I was home and just doing my thing.
That's what's great about this country, that we have the resources to check up.
Sit at home though.
Yeah, but and also to check up on people and make sure they're behaving.
Yeah, well, LA was much safer with me off the street and in jail because it was much safer because
we noticed the drop in crime.
But seriously, Howard.
So what happened? You got out of jail. You come home and the ex-wife, the wife.
Let me back up a little bit. First, with this probation violation that landed me back in there was ridiculous because in 2003, when I got arrested for the insurance deal, they had 100 ATF agents that rolled my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was like something you see, on television. You don't really think it's ever going to happen to you. And when it did, they took a shotgun. It was an old family shotgun. I think my mom used it to shoot snakes in Florida. And it had a box of shotgun shells that my son Paulie bought in 2001. Now I got arrested in 2003. So they took the gun, and really, I honestly thought that they took the shells. Why wouldn't they? These were the same shells 2 years later, that when they did a probation search of my house, they found them, and basically that's what put me in jail. And we even proved that I had paperwork that showed when I bought them in 2000, when Paulie bought them in 2001, where they were purchased, the shell casings. We tracked the VIN numbers on them, the ID numbers.
You were a victim of circumstance.
Well, actually, yeah, and I'm not bitching like, I didn't do it, I'm sorry.
You went and you did your time.
I had to take the year, so I went in and did it. It was hard, man. It was a bitch because, like when you get in trouble with something you really didn't do, and it's like, God damn it, So
I didn't do anything that bad.
But wasn't he sick, too, when he went in? Weren't you sick?
Yeah, I was real sick. I'm still sick, man. I'm down right now 50 pounds.
Sick from what? What's the matter?
Artie still with the show?
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to say that a couple of months ago, I was in L.A. I did the Jimmy Kimmel show, and afterwards I hung out with your son, and he's a great guy. I actually had a blast with this kid.
Yeah. Paulie's he's really a good he's a good son.
How did that kid turn out normal?
I don't know. He's the anti-Joey.
You know what
does he look like Joey?
A little bit, you could tell. Yeah, I mean, and
he's normal.
Yeah,
after the mom gets shot in the fucking head.
Yeah, I gotta say he seems normal, and he's a really good kid. He's got a great energy about him. And
what's he do?
He just we had a lot of fun together.
Thank you, Artie. I really appreciate that. Both my children are really really good.
Good for you, Joey.
Well,
good for you.
What are you saying? Good for you, Joey. Joey was away most of the time.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
All right, good for your ex-wife.
They must have done something right. I mean, he's a good kid. You could tell.
Thank you, Artie. Now I like you again.
No, I'm being serious. It's the truth.
He looks more like you, Artie, so I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people asked if we were brothers.
Is he a heavy-set kid?
Well, not heavy-set, but he's got the Belushi look to him.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, all of us do.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember,
Joey,
Artie, you're the young me. Okay?
Yeah,
Joey,
right.
let me understand something. So you get out of jail. This hot wife, was she cheating on you when you were in jail?
You know something? No, I don't. I don't think so. I really do love her a lot.
Did she visit regularly?
Hey, you know something? you know what I forgot to ask you guys?
What?
Is there anybody else on the line? You're supposed to get David on the line?
Where's David? Oh, is that your buddy, your producer?
David,
one of them. He should be on the line.
Oh, okay. I see. He is here.
Again.
Oh, that's right. We can't interview Joey without David.
Right.
Hey,
David,
David.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great, man. Good.
But did she visit you regularly while you were in prison?
Who?
Your wife.
Which one?
The new
first one. I mean, the new
Absolutely.
one.
Every visiting day, Ivanka came down to the jail, and she waited on that line outside with all the people that wait out there to
She's going to have no problem meeting a new man, that's for sure. That's a good-looking woman.
She's very beautiful.
Any conjugal visits?
She's hanging out at the jail still.
It's any conjugal visits, Robin?
Yeah, any conjugal
No, it was all no-contact visits.
Wow.
It was all through the glass and on the phone.
You were in prison. You weren't in jail, right?
I was in jail, L.A. County, Men's Central. Great spot.
Right?
That's exactly where I was.
Great to you, Joey.
No, I was well taken care of with my medical and all that.
Did you have a roommate?
Not a roommate, but a cellmate. We were in single-man cells in a secured area called 1700 and 1750. That was a cell block, and we were on lockdown, 24/7 lockdown. We only got out to take a shower or...
Did you have any fights?
Oh, no. They go on, but no, not me. I was segregated.
We're doing a show, Howard, called Celebrity L.A. Lockup. So the Sheriff's Department was very, very helpful in doing interviews with Entertainment Tonight and Insider with Joey and making his stay as safe and quick as possible.
So, Joey, tell me the big answer here. So Amy Fisher's getting a divorce, and you're obviously getting a divorce. And then the speculation is that you two are getting back together as a couple, which would be the most phenomenal friggin' thing ever.
Yeah.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
And you've said in the paper you've had contact with her. What kind of contact?
On the phone.
Oh, yeah? You called her?
Absolutely. Well, we talk. Absolutely.
When did you talk?
You know what? I have to tell you, and it's like, you know, like life has to go on, and like I've been trapped in this whole, well, not trapped, but just like in this situation since Mary Jo got shot, where I was just like pounded by Mary Jo for years, and it was like when Mary found out when we all met a year ago that, you know, Amy did what she did and there was drugs involved and Amy didn't remember doing it, and like Mary Jo and Amy made up, and it was like okay for them. I'm still carrying the anger and all this other crazy horrible stuff.
You've said horrible things about Amy.
Yeah, I did for all these years, and I decided, you know, for me to be able to, here we go, here's a little Dr. Phil for you, but for me to go on and get on with my life and be able to like recover from everything physically, emotionally, financially, I need to put that down. I need to put the anger down, because it does. No matter how strong you are, no matter who you are, the shit eats you up, man. It eats you up from the inside out. And I'm like, fuck this, man. Why? You know, Mary Jo didn't even care at one point that, oh, I don't care. She says she doesn't remember shooting me. You know, I care.
So what do you? So what happened? You started calling.
So I have to let it go to be able to make up with my life and go on with my life. So I have a good relationship with Amy.
What do you mean? How often do you speak?
I spoke to her twice this week.
Wow.
And you spoke to her on the phone. Did she talk to you about the fact that her husband and her were breaking up?
Yeah, I know all about that. And, you know, I didn't file for divorce. My wife did, and I understand that her husband filed also.
But
because
did Amy?
You two were talking?
Maybe. Did Amy say to you that she still has feelings for you?
You know something? We talked a couple of times, and I'll be in New York next week, and I'm going to definitely go to dinner and just. You know, I owe her an apology from the way I acted the last time that I saw her, and I'm not defending myself to the point, well, I was sick or any reasons why.
Wait a second. You're attracted to her still, aren't you? You want her.
You know what, Howard?
Honestly.
Listen, it's just me and you on the phone now, right?
Right. Go ahead.
You know what? I'll be in town next week, and I'm going to hopefully we'll go to dinner. And
I mean, you guys had good sex. You had a good time together, so it's not like you're totally repulsed by. I mean, aside from the fact that she pulled the shooting incident.
Yeah, no, I'm not totally repulsed by her or anything that she did.
Did you read today in the paper she just got big giant tit implants?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, well, David.
You know, all I wanted to say is these two have an opportunity where they can rekindle their relationship after 15 years.
Wow, that would be the biggest story ever.
It was a Romeo and Juliet type of love affair with the gunshot, you know, that everybody heard. But Amy's shooting Mary Jo, going to jail, Joey going to jail.
Can you imagine the ending of the story is Joey and Amy get back together?
Yeah, they got to do the movies over again.
Hey, Joey, is there a temptation on your part? Is there a temptation on your part to get together with Amy Fisher just so that you get back in the news, and there's a whole big opportunity here?
You know, really, it has nothing to do with in the news. I could go outside, piss along the curb, and it's going to make news. I mean,
which he does often, by the way.
Which I try not to do, because in L.A., I think you get like a year for that, so I don't want to do that. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Amy when I get back.
You think you'll fuck her? Honestly, you want to, don't you?
Nobody's the same. You know, everybody changes as time goes by, and, you know, she's not the same person she was, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, nor is any of us.
But they describe in the newspaper that her body is exceptional. She has a Playboy playmate. In fact, they're saying she might even become a Playboy playmate. That's right. Are you for sure?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, my goodness.
Will you be posing with her, David?
Yeah, I will actually be posing nude.
Because you say we are doing Playboy.
Well, you know.
Are you managing her as well?
Yes.
Amy's going to be in Playboy.
And I'll be doing it with her.
David, has this been orchestrated by you to get more interest in these two?
You know, you couldn't orchestrate this story. Either these two, timing is right. They're free finally. There's some opportunities. I think things have to be life-changing.
Have you told Joey he better close the deal with Amy in order to make this thing happen?
I don't have to. I mean, these two have chemistry together. What you're going to see over the next couple of weeks is kind of like a Truman Show, and we're going to chronicle some of it.
Oh, it's a TV show.
And I think it'll be fun.
Wow.
It's a TV show.
Wow.
Listen to Robin. Oh, yentering on everybody. Stop it. Wherever it goes, it goes. It's going to be,
yentering.
It's all right.
Please.
She's a professional yenter, She gets paid to be a yenter.
Cute yenter.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Joey Boots wants to say hi to Joey Buttafuoco. Go ahead.
Who does?
Joey Boots.
Joey Boots from Massapequa, Long Island, your hometown, Joey Buttafuoco. Hey, Joey, I want to tell you right now, you're the most disgusting, vile human being. I wish death on you. I hope you fucking die. You know what? To fucking do this, to try to stay famous, which is all, that's your agenda. Your agenda.
Gorilla.
Your agenda is to stay famous, man. So you're going to take the mother, you're going to go out with the girl. You're going to go out.
Who is this
No. You're trying to hook up.
Howard, who is this asshole? Just answer.
Joey Boots, for Christ's sake.
You're trying to hook up with the woman that shot the mother of your children.
What about that, Joey? He's worked up, but what about that, Joey? How can you go out?
Who was that guy?
Joey Boots, for Christ's sake.
Who the fuck is he?
Joey Boots, you don't know?
No, I don't know who
He's in the Whack Pack.
It's that guy.
Listen.
Did he ever get through the 6th grade?
Joey has a good point. He's saying,
he is.
how can you start having sex again with the woman who shot the mother of your children?
You know what? I'm going to go have dinner.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Joey Boots has sex on the table.
Maybe some clams.
First time out of the gate.
I mean, your son is going to freak out, and so is your daughter, that you're having sex with Amy Fisher.
Well, you know what, man?
We thought some pasta, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
No, seriously, Joey. Come on. You got to think this through. This is a major thing.
You think?
Yeah, of course
it
is.
Joey.
Well, you know something?
He is right.
I'm heading back to New York in a little bit. Except my life's going in a different direction, whatever it is.
You know, you're going to see these guys on the cover of People magazine. We're going to do Letterman. We're going to do
Letterman.
Well, how do the children feel about this buddying
honestly,
up with...
If Mary Jo and Amy can sit down and not even hash it out, but talk out what they needed to talk out, and Mary Jo can forgive her, you know what?
What's your tactic?
What happened to
Hello? Joey. He's gone. No. David, you there?
Else, everybody else is making up and going on with their lives. I'm entitled to do the same thing.
Joey, what's the plan? You want to go to bed with her?
I lost everybody.
You there? Oh, our phones went dead.
Yeah.
Completely dead. You should see what's going on. Hey, Joey, you there?
Everybody got disconnected.
Hey, anybody?
Nobody can hear anybody.
Wow, the whole.
Maybe they'll call back.
Let's listen in.
Let's hear if anything else happens. We get some inside information.
We got disconnected.
Hello?
I think he hung up.
Hey, guys, the phone system just died.
Yeah, we know the whole thing just crashed. We're checking on it.
That would have been great if he just said something like, Amy, you can keep blowing me.
What do you guys think? I'll go around the room. All right, first Fred. Is this just a huge publicity stunt orchestrated by David Creef?
Yeah, David Creef is definitely behind the whole thing. And I really feel badly for Mary Jo. I mean, she's taken more shots on this. There's a phone being dialed up. I feel bad for her and for her kids. Joey, I think, is like totally lost.
Robin, is this a publicity stunt? What's going on here?
Yes, there's nothing going on. They're just doing this to get back in the press and to create another TV show.
Artie, what do you say?
It has to be. I agree with Robin. I mean, as low as a human being can go. I would hope he at least called Mary Jo and said, listen, this is going to be so embarrassing. The innuendos, the press, the tabloids are going to say we're together again and she shot you. Again, like Joey Boots made such a great point. The mother of his kids was shot by this woman.
Absolutely.
And I hope he at least said to Mary Jo, look, it's going to mean quick money. Do you mind if we do this? And I give you a cut or something.
What do you think the reality is? Do you think that Amy Fisher will start banging Joey again? Her husband was a Joey Buttafuoco lookalike.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Why wouldn't you think Amy Fisher would do that?
The more interesting question is, would Joey, if given the opportunity, fuck her?
Yes.
But that's my point. Why would Artie not think that Amy would be open to it?
Because I just think the whole thing is a contrived stunt. I
understand that, but why would you say Amy Fisher's the one who won't be?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Into it?
Well, I don't know.
Nuts.
Well, she's older now. We're, as Joey said, we're not the same people.
Oh, can you grow out of nuttiness?
Can you grow out shooting somebody in the head?
I'm hoping you can.
Artie thinks Amy might be normal.
No, well, listen.
She grew into
I'd
normal.
fuck her. I'll fuck her. I look enough like Joey.
I'll fuck her, too.
I'll fuck her right now.
That fucker.
But
While we're waiting.
I don't know. I think Mary Jo, having met her a couple of times, I think she's got enough class in her to go. I don't care how much money.
It's still gotta hurt.
Yeah,
What
I don't
are
care.
you talking about?
Mary Jo is she's a nice person.
But what does Mary Jo got to do with this story?
I'm saying if Joey did go to her and say, look, I'm sorry about what I'm about to do, but it's going to make me quick money. Do you mind this? Will it be that offensive? Even if I hope he would have said.
Joey's not going to sleep with a spreading Amy Fisher?
I would hope he wouldn't for the sake of his kids.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't think he would. Well, listen, I'm telling you what I think.
Joey will fuck anything.
Absolutely.
Well,
he likes that
he'll be
Amy
fucking.
Fisher.
He'll be fucking his kids. That's what he'll be fucking because they're going to be screwed up, and his kid is a
They're
nice kid.
gonna be screwed. How if they survived all this? They can survive that.
I don't think anything he can do will hurt them.
I met his son. His son's a real nice kid. He doesn't seem to have any issues. And
Did you talk to him about the whole situation?
No, that was awkward. I wouldn't have done that. But I've actually hung out with Mary Jo a couple of times too, and I think she's the type of person that would have said, "I don't care how much money you're getting. I don't want this to happen." So I think he's already pissed her off.
Let me just say something. I'm trying not to blow my stack because we have a phone system that regularly just has to be rebooted. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. So I'm trying to maintain my cool when we're in the middle of an interview, but that will need to be looked into. Joey, you there?
Yeah, I am.
All right, hold on a second here. I'm going to get this all back again. I got to get your friend there, David Kreef, on the phone too.
Oh, okay.
You two are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, maybe they're having a relationship.
Maybe that's the real story. David, you there?
Robin.
All right. Joey.
How about you?
Joey, the question was asked while we got disconnected. Are you, let's say the scenario arrives. You're out dinner with Amy Fisher. Having dinner. She looks great. She got the big titty implants. You know, she's wearing a short skirt. You like what you're hearing. You like what you're seeing.
She smells good.
You're having a few drinks. She says, Joey, you know, I always loved you and I still love you and I want to fuck you.
For old time's sake.
I want to have sex with you. I want to take you back to my house. Would you have sex with Amy Fisher if that kind of scenario evolved?
And Lou did not have his guns there.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
You would?
Yeah.
Thank you. Artie, do you see what we're saying?
He's saying it.
Artie said you wouldn't.
So who won?
No, listen. He's saying it because that's the only way anyone's interested in all this bullshit.
Oh, stop
No,
it.
he
Yeah,
would.
it's to make money. It's
Can
to
I
make
ask you
money.
something, Joey? Joey, man to man?
Sure.
Is she the best
Artie,
pussy?
you crazy?
Is she the best pussy you ever had?
You know something? It's no, but you know, it's that's a tough question. It really is.
You've had a lot of experiences.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially lately. But you know something?
Right. Especially last night.
What happened last night?
What happened last night? No. We're not going there this morning.
Too early.
I'm sorry, Howard. What was your question?
The question is she the best pussy you ever had?
You know what? Amy's a lot of fun.
Well, how so?
She's just she was always just a very nice until all the shit broke. But then, then we all know why and how that happened.
Would she be open to anal with you?
You know something? I don't know.
You never did that with her?
No.
I'm talking about in the old days when things were good, when you had your affair with her.
No.
But
were things ever good? I mean, the old days, things were pretty crazy.
Well, no, there was a time when he had good sex with her.
Yeah, well, for a long time, but... You know,
but Joey, what about the fact that she accused you of being her pimp and that you know, and that was all heavy stuff?
You know something? Yeah, there was a lot of stuff being thrown out there in the early days. You know, after the whole shooting incident, and orchestrated, of course, by the attorneys.
Well, wait a second. Doesn't that scare you?
Even my attorneys were telling me what to say. I was never involved in anything so like this.
Joey should have a pimp based on his.
You know, there was so many things said. Honestly, I mean, everything from the pimp to her life with drugs and her whole way of life, and that I gave her the gun and I was responsible.
So I'm saying, aren't you afraid?
No, because you know why? Honestly, we spoke about this, and then it blew up into a rage or what have you. But you know, she actually, you know, told me she never remembered shooting Mary Jo. Like, she doesn't remember a lot of
All
things.
right, so you don't think she's crazy?
I don't think she's crazy. Wow. I really don't, honestly, and that's coming from my heart. I really don't.
Do you have nicknames for each other when you were on good terms? Did you have lover names?
No.
Never.
No, but honestly, like today, look, you know, I know. Honestly, to answer your question, I don't believe that she's crazy at all.
Wow.
Have your kids weighed in on this, Joe? Do you think your kids are going to be pissed if you start a relationship with her?
Probably.
Yeah.
You don't care about that?
No, I do care about that, Artie.
Well, how are you going to deal with that?
Well, he won't see his kids.
I'll deal with it when it comes.
Artie's so serious.
No, this creep you've latched on to, David Creep, whatever his name is trying to promote the fact that you're going to fuck the woman who shot your kid's mother.
You're on Jimmy Kimmel and you're not on the Tonight Show.
Huh? I'm not on the Tonight Show because Jay Leno's a fucking asshole.
Right.
He's not a Letterman.
No matter what you say, Artie, I love you, man.
You're not even funny, Artie.
What?
You're not even funny.
Dude, you're a creep who's trying to latch on to Joey to try to get him, to try to promote, to try to get him.
Ride of your life. And Howard Stern, without Howard Stern, you're nobody. Nobody gives a shit about you.
Guess what, dude? I had a career before I was here, and I'll have a career in show business. Well after you're fucking dead from creepiness.
You're not on my list.
We got cut off again.
David
hung up.
Yeah, David.
I didn't hang up. I'm
He's
here.
still
What did you hang up for Artie?
No, dude, you're just a weaselly parasite creep who wants to try to get this guy to make money off promoting he might fuck this chick who almost murdered the mother of his kids.
Good for you.
You're a creep. You're a creep.
You're the worst.
I am not. I'm no creep.
Wait a second. How did we get into this?
I don't know. I was talking to Joey.
I'm trying to get to the bottom.
It just makes me sick when this guy's like, I go like, why would you fuck Joey? This guy's like, ugh, she's hot.
The guy has no concept of love, caring, romance. His biggest claim to fame is to be with Howard Stern for the rest of his life.
What's your claim to fame, douchebag?
Why don't you fucking check
What's
me
wrong
out?
with being with Howard Stern?
Yeah, what's wrong with being with Howard Stern? Is that a problem?
Great, but, you know, if you were funny, it would be better.
Well, Howard, why am I on the show?
Because you're funny.
Right, yeah, okay. Sir, what's your claim to fame?
Day, bro.
All right, let's find out, though. One question I have. Aside from your feelings about David Creef.
Right. I met Joey's kids, and I feel bad for them.
Yeah, that's his problem. He met a kid, and that's the end of it.
Oh, he met kid. He met Joey's kid.
Yeah, I met a kid.
Hey, can I tell you something?
A kid who you don't give a fuck about,
you don't
right?
know crap about this story.
What?
You really don't. And you're just talking out of your mouth. It means nothing. You don't know any facts.
What don't I know about it, Dave? What don't I know about it?
You don't know about the probation violation. You don't know why he went to jail. You don't understand why he's out of jail. You don't understand.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything I'm saying?
You talk like as if you know this stuff. You've done no research. You don't know anything.
What don't I know about the Buttafuoco saga that you know?
Howard Stern. That's what you know.
What?
Just be funny, man. That's what you get paid for.
I'm not. No, I get paid to talk on the radio. And right now, there's a lot of people laughing at the fact that I'm pointing out that you're a fucking creep.
Well, I think everyone already listens to you every day and knows that about you. I only show up once in a while.
Because you're a parasite leech.
Well, you guys obviously...
you have some previous history maybe that we don't know
I
about.
never met David Creep.
I mean, David...
Let me tell you, I'm in the comedy business. I'm working on huge film. Knows about it. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Bro.
Yeah.
Well, David actually does have a...
You evidently do.
He does do some film work.
What are you doing? What are you working on?
What are you working on, David?
Right now I'm doing a wonderful project with Susan Lucci. It's a Sopranos...
Sounds funny.
Where she's the lead. She is the Sopranos lead. It's called... Mafia Wives, the Antoinette Giancana story. It's a sequel to Mafia Mafia Princess that was on 15 years ago.
That sounds hilarious. Everyone's been waiting for a sequel to that one.
Well, once again,
David, tell him
that's as anticipated as Jaws 2 was.
David, tell him about your previous work.
Yeah.
David.
Hello.
Are we gone again?
Where's David? Joey, you there? Again with the phones. Motherfuckers. Hello?
Cocksucker.
Howard, they're still there. Will says Joey's still there. You didn't put him on hold, did you?
No, I didn't touch a thing.
You didn't touch anything?
Joey, you there?
We had to call Joey back because his phone got disconnected.
Well, then where's David? Where's David? David, you there? What the hell is going on today?
He and Artie were bonding.
You guys were really going at it.
Getting along well.
I don't know.
He's on the right track, by the way. I can give you a fucking list of who he's booked as guests on the show.
Well, wait a second. I'm trying to find out if Joey Buttafuoco is really hooking up with Amy Fisher. Don't we want to know that?
I say yes.
Well, he
How are we
told
going to
you
find
yes.
that out, though? I think what Artie is pointing out is we can't find that out.
This is crazy if he gets back with her.
I think if he does it, they'll both tell us.
If it's just for the TV show, it's not real.
I don't know what's going on. All hell's breaking loose.
I mean, are they going to film them?
I like hearing Artie yell at people.
Yeah,
Joey will be on in 2 seconds, Howard.
Right.
Are they going to film them having sex, though? Where are we going here?
I don't know anything about love. David will film that.
Joey, what's going on today?
Oh, I'm back on. Okay, cool, man. This phone keeps getting fucked up on you guys. What's up with that?
I think at this time it was you.
No, it was all your... I'm going to hang up, right? Come on. Hey, you know, Artie, no matter what, I think you're hilarious, and we always had fun, and so... That's
Joe, this ain't about you. It's about the kid that I met. That's your kid, who's a nice kid, who I think you're going to hurt by this.
Yeah, well, Paul, he's not a kid. He's 27, you know. He makes his own choices and decisions.
Hello? I'm going to...
What is going on?
And David's on there. Wait. David, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, we keep losing Joey. Did your phone disconnect?
My phone has disconnected 3 times.
So it's got to be us then.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't hung up because of Artie. Trust me that.
No, we know, sir.
Yeah, we don't know. We're having trouble, and I just lost Joey
Your
again.
layer of sleaze is way stronger than that.
Listen, pal, maybe you and I will meet.
There he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. He can't even make his threat or his offer of a
fuck
duel.
me with this phone system.
Well, you are.
I'm fucked. I'm getting pissed now.
That was getting to be fun.
I wanted his threat on tape.
Yeah.
Well, you got half a threat.
If anybody's worried about XM and Sirius merging, I think it's necessary because we can't afford a phone system.
Do you want to meet?
Yeah, it's a... Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to you, all right?
It might have been divine intervention for that guy, because if we ever met, he might have an Adirondack coming out of his ass.
He doesn't like you, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
I don't like him either.
All right, here's Joey. Hey, Joey, this is crazy.
Yeah, man, we keep getting cut off, but it's on your end.
Yeah, it is.
We must have a time limit or something.
It's definitely our fault.
You know what it is? We have one of those old pay phones.
There you go.
If you don't put the quarters in, you lose everybody.
The operator needs more money.
See, God doesn't want this promoted.
Artie's really worked up.
Yeah, Artie's pissed off. I'm getting that feeling for the little bit that I can hear because I keep getting cut off. But Artie, it's like, you know, you hung with Mary Jo at the last show, right? Out here in L.A.?
I've met her a couple of times, sure.
He is right, Joey, though. If you bang Amy Fisher,
yeah,
it's going to fuck your kids up real bad.
Right.
Well, the thing is, it sounds like Artie's more concerned than Joey is. I don't think that's a good thing.
Who gives a shit about me? Listen, you know, who gives a shit about me?
But you should give a shit. You should give a shit about yourself, because your kids probably give a shit about you. So you should
give 2 shits out about. She could rip my fucking chest out. At this point in time, she doesn't give a flying fuck.
Who's this?
Who?
Mary Jo.
But what about your kids?
You know something? I love my kids. My kids love me. It's like, you know, I don't know what else to tell you.
You don't think this would hurt them?
You know something? I'd probably have to sit down with them, talk to them.
You're going to have time to talk to them before you
might want to do that before
bang
the date.
Amy Fisher?
Well, first you'll bang her, then you'll talk to him. Although I personally would love to see this.
Well, of course we would. It would be good for us.
I think a lot of people would. I mean, but seriously, I just want to.
When you talk to Amy on,
because
but wait a second. When you talk to Amy on the phone, like, is she talking romance?
You know, we talk about a lot of things. Yeah,
have you had phone sex?
No.
But what, like, does she ever say, you know, I did love sleeping with you, Joey. You were so great in bed. You're such a man.
Well, you know what? She did tell me that she loved me very much back in the day and now. So it's like, you know, I don't think I'm responsible for her breakup with her husband or anything like that. I would hope not, but I think she's just looking for a change and moving in a different direction.
Right, she's vulnerable
Is it merely
now.
a coincidence that the two of you are getting divorced at the same time?
You want to know something? I didn't know this was happening on my end. This has happened like when I got out.
I see.
So I didn't know what was going on.
What is it, Freddie?
On my end.
I actually have a couple.
Out to this, you know.
I have a couple of questions for Joey. Joey, when you were with Amy back in the day, did you think it was going to get more serious? Did you hope it would get more serious, or was it just a fuck?
That's what it was. Just.
But how about now? Do you think you would love to see it develop?
I'm going to see where it goes.
Back in the day, he's saying she was just a fuck.
Right.
Well, wait a minute.
He's not ruling out the fact that maybe it could develop into something. Otherwise, it would just. It's just
absolutely, he's not ruling it out. But to me, it seems odd because you just found out you're getting a divorce. You're already ready to jump into something else with Amy Fisher.
Hey, he's been in prison a year.
Not that I'm ready to.
There's no other girls on the planet.
Right.
You know what?
And he's used to her.
By the way, Joey, have you had sex since you got out of prison then?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, David's back
but
on the phone.
they can't talk about it.
Artie, David's back on the phone. He was in the middle of threatening you. We're sorry about the phones.
What was the threat, David? You get right back.
Dave, continue your threat, Dave.
What was the threat?
I don't know.
You were saying, do you want to meet?
Hey, buddy, if
maybe he wants me to be in the next Mafia Princess movie.
Listen,
Maybe it's a business movie.
Go crazy.
I have heard that you have sparks of genius. I just haven't seen it today, that's all.
All right, dude. You know what? You know what? I said my piece. As a matter of fact, this little argument's probably going to get you more press because you're on Howard's show than anything.
Listen, I'm not here to get press from me. I'm excited about Amy and Joey and their...
That is exciting.
So that's what I'm here.
You know, David is very excited about Amy and Joey and Mary Jo. He's been excited about them for
David,
a long
why
time.
are you excited?
Amy, Mary Jo, and Joey together, they said that would never happen. And the fact is, when you see Mary Jo on Thursday, whatever, she will tell you that I brought them together. And I'm looking for people to have love and be reunionized and have fun and have good families. I have children. I know what you're saying, Artie, but you can't, at some point or another, when your kids are grown up, I don't know if you have kids, but at some point or another, you have to live for yourself. And you can't always live in the past.
Okay, Dave, but let me ask you this. All craziness aside.
I mean, kids are my number one thing. I'm working for 9.
Well, listen to Artie's question.
Okay, so suppose someone shot the mother of your kids. Would your kids? Well, suppose in the past it happened. Would your kids be upset if you were dating them publicly?
Well, listen, I'm telling you right now, people change, and I don't know what was there 15 years ago. I wasn't part of Mary Jo and Joey's relationship. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if there was drugs and alcohol. 85% of all crimes have something to do with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
We'll say that.
Well, I know something about that, but you know.
So my feeling is, and believe me, I know something about this too, and I work for the sheriff's office. They're wonderful people. Sheriff Lee Bach is the finest man I've ever met. He's going to be governor of the state of California. We work for charities called 999 for Kids. And
do you think you could hook up OJ and Nicole's sister?
No.
Yeah.
What about that?
OJ was in the same cell that Joey was in, by the way.
Is that right?
And we went in there, and the reality is what we're trying to do is show there is a lot of crap that can happen because of alcohol and drugs. I think if you stay away from alcohol and drugs, there's less than a 15% chance that there's going to be a shooting.
Let's see what the fans have to say.
I can't argue with that.
Stephen in Cleveland, you're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call, Howard. You know, I other than the shooting, I mean, this was just nothing more than an affair. But, man, Joe, you got to look at this thing like, you know, what it's going to do to you, the relationship you have with your kids. I mean, this guy is nothing more than a parasite trying to make a buck. Artie, you hit it right on the head on the...
I think Artie's changing his mind because, Artie, I think you realize if people are in love, anything can happen. You can have cancer. You can be an alcoholic. You can be a drug addict. I'm not saying anything that's too far away from any family in the world. Why doesn't everybody deserve a second chance?
Well, so let them have love on their own, buddy. I mean, why do you...
Yeah, why do you have to hook them up?
What is your interest in it?
Yeah.
What's your love connection?
I'm a
Why are you the love connection?
You know, I'm doing a project coming up with with many talent that are superlative talents. The fact that Joey and Amy are this item that they are is not my doing. I just happen to facilitate it.
All right.
Like Sinatra with Dean and Jerry.
Exactly.
I freaking love you.
Listen. I got to say something. You know what? I've met Joey and Mary and now Paulie a couple of times, and to tell you the truth, I have an affection for them because I probably have the same background as them. I'm the same type of person, and I really like them. I do. I think they're deep down, they're good people, all three of them, and I just feel that it's just good. This is going to tear them further apart.
Artie,
it's just the worst thing that could happen to a family.
People show their sides. Like, you have a side that you show the public, but then some people
David, you can't think this would be good for Joey's kids to sit there and know their dad is now in love with the woman who shot their mother.
You've been through a divorce, Howard.
Yes.
You know that a lot of stuff happens when you decide to get divorced. Your kids sometimes take sides. All sorts of things happen. All I can tell you is
but, you know, usually it's unjustified.
Yeah, I mean...
At the end of the day, this is all for the love of money. What are you talking about, pal?
I'm just saying, as someone...
I'm just telling you, the reality of this is people go through divorce, people go through separation, they go through alcohol, they go through drugs.
They usually don't go through gunshots, though.
You have a life. And, you know, you don't live it only for your kids. You live it for your kids before they're 18. And then they have their own lives.
Oh.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff is history.
Howard?
Adam, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Is the guy from Cleveland still?
No, now there's a guy from New York City. Go ahead, Adam.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello.
go ahead.
Hey, Joey, man, I got to give you some advice. You need to stay away from her. Not for anything else for your kids, but for yourself, man. She is so stupid. I used to live across the street from her. I just moved 6 months ago. She is so stupid, she'll get you arrested for doing something stupid.
She is not stupid. You're wrong.
Really?
She's a very... you sound like an idiot, but she's a smart girl.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's see.
You're an idiot. She's smart.
She drives, David. First of all...
And she's hot.
I want to hear this guy. Let me hear this guy. I want to hear this guy. Seriously,
first of all, her husband spent all her money. She told my wife and her girlfriends in the neighborhood. Nothing left. Gone.
We don't know that.
Okay.
This is hearsay evidence.
So Joey, don't worry about the money. It's not there. You have to start it all over again. Number two, the girl drives around the neighborhood with the kids in the back seat, not buckled, jumping around in the front seat.
Oh, that's all hearsay. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't even know if he lives across the street from Amy Fisher.
Dominic, you're on the air. Go ahead.
That's the idea. You don't know.
Dominic was Joey's lawyer for her.
I started with Joey actually through Howard, and then I helped Mary Jo later, and Joey knows that.
Yeah.
And then I helped Amy get out of jail, so I kind of was there from the beginning to the absolute end.
Okay.
And I understand Howard and Robin's attitude, but what I don't understand is why you would make the comments you make about Artie, who's the best guy in the world.
I love Artie. You're talking to me, Dominic, or somebody else?
Griff, whatever.
Oh, no.
Griff.
Well,
I love Artie, man. I've seen him. I think
don't know
Artie's a great
Artie.
dude.
I think he's got sparks of brilliance. All I'm saying is it sounds to me like this issue is sensitive, and I don't know why. I don't know Artie. All I can tell you is there was alcohol and drugs involved 15 years ago. There's not anymore, and if there's not, then at least people can think clearly. That's all I can say.
Alcohol and drugs by who?
By Amy and I think Joey was probably...
No.
Joey never did drugs, and I read every probation report.
I was totally clean.
Absolutely.
Totally clean when all that went down. I got clean in 1988 from everything.
One person to be alcoholic.
If you can make money with this, that's up to you. But I think Artie's point and everyone else's point is true, and that may be something Joey accepts. But if these kids came out of this okay, I say that's an act of God almost, because they went through hell. I was there.
Do you think things will change when they're 25, that Joey makes a decision like this to do anything in his life?
I don't know.
Let me tell you, they hate Ivanka, his current wife. They have given her such a hard time. They've never accepted her. It doesn't matter if it's Amy Fisher, Ivanka, whoever it is. Their family is never going to accept anyone as a mother but Mary Jo.
Hey, Dominic?
This is almost like a movie that you wouldn't believe the script.
Hey, man, I got to tell you, and anybody who's listening to this, Dominic and I have always said this, you're very rare. You are, and I've been through attorneys and met with them, and I got to tell you something. You have never lied to me, Dominic. You have never misled me. You will help me make decisions to go on and make the right decisions. And I got to tell you, man, you never lied to me. You never told me this. Honest to God, you were great for me, and you helped me recover for this. This is now part of my recovery.
Okay.
Still 15 years later. I don't know how this is going to come out. I don't know.
If Amy calls me, I'll give her a free divorce. And when Mary Jo called me, and forget why, you know who paid for it, and that was my...
Right.
and it was a lot of money. But all I'm saying is, listen, you got to do what you got to do. Right. But I think Artie, who I truly love, is just trying to say to you, you know, is it going to hurt the kids? And maybe that's a test you're going to give.
Yeah, I think
it's incredible. Dominic, they're not 8 years old.
Well, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter if a kid is 8 years old. If a kid,
are you telling me that at some point or another you don't?
Listen. There's a billion women on the planet. We're talking about.
There may or may not.
We're talking about specifically the woman who shot Mary
their
Jo.
mother.
Listen, you want to know
one other thing people are forgetting that she was underage when he was having sex with her, so there was another act of victimization going on.
Nobody wants to listen to me. You guys are doing a great fucking
Listen. The thing is, you know, after I never met Joey's daughter.
Joey's going to fuck Amy Fisher. I hear it in his voice. He does not care. He's hell-bent on doing this.
But after I met his son...
I'm hearing that now they're going to just put the two of them in a house and see what happens.
Right.
That's crazy.
Am I right, David, or not?
You are brilliant. You're the only one that makes sense on this show. Because to me, you understand this show.
Oh, you're nuts, David. I'm going to get on Artie's side in a minute.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen. I mean, people make money off snuff films, too.
Really?
I don't know why I'm so smart, but I'm telling you.
But I can't see. I mean, it's one thing to have them have a meeting. It's another thing to have them dancing around town.
Hold it.
Going to Vegas.
Joey, it's a done deal, isn't it? Pretty much.
You're underestimating Amy. Amy has 2 kids.
Hold it, Dominic. I didn't get an answer.
Right?
I didn't get an answer.
She's a great mother.
I don't think she'll do anything to harm her kids.
Joey.
And if you two could put a show on.
I got to have a word in here. Joey.
I agree with Dominic. I really do.
Joey, you're going to have sex.
You've always been the voice of reason.
Wait.
And God bless you, and I love you.
So what do you agree with? He's saying not to have sex with this girl.
Well, that's not the issue.
That's not the issue.
I discussed that on the phone today before they even meet, whether or not they're going to have sex, so Amy's children have to see a headline like that.
So what's the issue?
You could sell this as a reality show.
You want to see them in a house?
Wait. What's the issue?
I don't even know. Howard's the only one that brought it up. I've never brought it up.
What is the issue?
If you can believe this or not, honestly, from my heart, I owe Amy a huge apology.
It's not about sex.
For me to get started into this another phase of my life, I owe Amy a huge apology, and whether anybody's there to see it or hear it or not, and I hope somebody is, because I owe it to her publicly, I really do, because of the last try. And the last try, I was a fucking maniac.
And by the way, those got the highest ratings of any Entertainment Tonight sweep special ever.
I'm sure it did, Dave. I'm not arguing there's going to be interest in this, but, you know, after I met Joey's kid, Paulie, I honestly said to myself that night, I said, wow, that kid turned out great. He's nice. He ducked a bullet. He got through it, and he's going to be fine. And now you're dragging him back into it. Why test him twice?
Actually, Artie, you and I have something in common.
Artie, in my defense to that, I love my children, and I'm sure you speak to Paulie, and he tells you he loves me. We have a great relationship. We go riding our Harleys in the hills and everything, and I have a great relationship with Paulie.
Oh, here we go again.
Are we there?
Yeah, we're here.
Go.
My son Paulie is not 12 years old anymore. He's 27. He's a grown man. You know?
I know, Joe, but
and my daughter Jessie, I'm sure you met. You know, she's working hard. She's doing her thing. She's 24 years old.
He didn't meet Jessie. He said.
Oh, okay.
I never met Jessie, but you know, again, I just said to myself, God, this kid ducked such a bullet in his life.
Look, we're going over the same thing.
Right. I don't know that Joey's actually. Have you told your children what you're doing?
No.
I haven't seen or spoken to either one of my beautiful children.
Wait, David, you got to shut up for 3 seconds and let the guy finish the sentence.
That's okay. You guys are doing a great job.
Joey.
Yeah.
You said you were interrupted. David jumps on every line you say. What did you say? You haven't seen your kids how long?
I haven't seen Paul or Jessie since I went into the county, and that was January. I haven't seen them.
So it doesn't sound
I've called and left messages for Paulie, but I haven't heard from any. I haven't heard from them. I know that they want to see me and speak with me, but I haven't. And you know, for everything that everybody says about me, and we've all ducked this whole thing and just gotten through it. I am a very sensitive guy, and I know you guys a long time. And Howard, you were the only one there back 15 years ago when all this shit jumped off, and you were really the only one who gave me the chance to speak Honestly, you really did. You know, and I.
All right, so all right. Well, everyone's just saying to you, better think this through.
I haven't seen my kids, and I really need to. But I just got out like 8 days ago, and I'm dealing with so much.
There's something
bullshit.
wrong here between you and your kids if you haven't seen them for that long. So I would think real hard about whether or not you should see Amy Fisher.
I have a question.
But on the other
did they
hand,
visit him in jail?
No, he said no.
He hasn't seen them.
No, I didn't want them to, guys, because it's a real shitty place to be, even for the people who come to visit inmates. It's a bad place to be.
All right. Thank you, David. David Kreef. Yep. Joey Buttafuoco, thank you. And keep us posted on what happens now.
You got it, man.
All right.
Listen, guys, honestly, I hope everything turns out all right. I really do.
Thanks, Artie.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Howard.
You let that guy have it in there.
Yeah, I have no more energy. I don't know. Just something about it struck me the wrong way. And I did meet Joey's kid, and I felt bad. I don't know. I feel bad for the kid, and now it's just. I mean, this is how anybody could disagree with what we were saying in there is beyond me.
Well, you were dead on, and you've been in show business a long time. Does he remind you of a lot of the creeps you've met?
I don't know, man. I tell you, I've met some creeps, but that takes it to another level, man. That's creepiness at level red. I don't know.
And the fact that he tried to feign that he cared and that
he cares about people in love. I know. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up world. I'm glad I'm not that healthy. I'll be leaving soon. Okay, you guys can deal with David Kreef.
You know what's really fucked up? It's like everybody has a second chance. Everybody should get a second chance, except me. I'm not allowed to have a second chance in my life, I guess. You know, Mary Jo, God bless her, she's got a new guy in her life, and she's happy, and that's good. You know, my children even got a second chance in life because they were very young when all this happened to their mom, and it's, they got a second chance to move on. And like Ivanka always told me, that's why I fell in love with Ivanka. I said, because she always told me, when is it my turn? Don't you get another chance? It's like, I think I just got my second chance.